Hey guys, welcome back. So, as you guys know, or if you're new, I got microblading done on my eyebrows. I filmed the tutorial for you guys, the process while I was getting it done. I will link all of that above. You guys can click on it. I told you how I was freaking out after the process. I did a video on the healing process, and I asked you guys if you wanted me to update you on the touch-up, because most of you will be getting a touch-up if you already have not. And I want to tell you what is there to expect, what it felt like, did it hurt, is it recommended, should you get it for sure. I will be posting pictures before, after, days after, and what they look like now. Let's get started. So I went to get the touch-up like a month after that I got my eyebrows done, like a month and maybe a week. And if you guys saw the video when I was telling you about my experience of microblading, I told you that the pain from a 1 to 10 was like a 1, a 2, maybe a 3 the most, and I would recommend it in a heartbeat. Okay, so I went there, and the first thing she did was she said, okay, I'm gonna put the numbing cream on you. This time I'm gonna leave it a little longer, maybe 20 minutes, because the touch-up usually hurts more. And I was like, okay, whatever, like I'll sit here for 20 minutes. And okay, so I'm sitting there with this on, and she's like, oh, you ready? I said yes. And so I go there, and I told her, oh, remember, this one's a little bit thicker. We should fill this one out a little. And I want just the color. I told her as well that I wanted to change the color a little. I wanted to know like reddish undertones or anything like that after it healed. So we changed the color just a little more to like brown, like a darker brown. So we chose the color. She went ahead and she lined them again. This time it was much shorter because the shape was already there. She was just filling some areas that didn't get the pigmentation as well. Especially this one, we filled it out a little more. So I was getting it done, and oh my god, guys, listen to me. I've watched videos. I'm a YouTuber. I'm always watching YouTube, period. I started watching the touch-up and all of that, and so many people said that it hurt so much for them. And I was like, okay, you know. They're like, yeah, this time around I was being really sensitive. And so I had asked you guys if you wanted an update, and I was like, oh, should I film it or should I just talk about it? Guys, listen. I couldn't have filmed this for you because why? Oh my god, what a different experience from the first time you get these done. My pain level, I'm not exaggerating, was like a 9. Oh my god, it hurts so bad. So I'm getting it done. She starts with the strokes, and she goes, oh honey, you're bleeding so much. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna pass out. Like, I'm already in this excruciating pain, and she's telling me how much I'm bleeding. And I was like, oh my god, I could just imagine it. And I get like woozy, and I'm like about to faint. I'm like, should I faint now or should I like wait till you're done? I didn't say that, I was thinking that. But she told me that I was bleeding a lot. And I was like, oh, why, what? And she's like, yeah, that pushes the pigmentation out. That's like right away when you're bleeding, they like to clean it right away and put some more like pigment. Do you say pigment? Tint? I don't know. So because that won't let the tint, the pigment hold as well if you're bleeding. She said that pushes the pigment out. So I was like, oh my god. And I said, why do you think I'm bleeding a lot? And she said it happens, and she told me it could be several things. And I said, well, what are these several things? She said, 1, it could be a medication you're on. 2, maybe you're on your period. 3, maybe you were drinking. I don't know what it was. Maybe I was on my period. I don't remember. That's the least that I was thinking about. But guys, I could not have filmed this for you. So this is why I'm sitting here a month later updating you guys on this. My pain experience was completely like from A to Z And she said, she kept telling me like, oh, you're doing really good, you're doing really good. She told me that she has some patients there like crying, bawling their eyes out. She said it's so painful. I said, but why does it hurt so much this time? And she explained why. She said the reason it's hurting so much is because of the scar tissue. She said your cells renew every 21 days, so that means the cells had just renewed like once, and so it was extremely sensitive. And remember, she's going through your scars again, so just expect it to be painful. Maybe you can call and ask like if you can take some Tylenol beforehand. And remember, she put the numbing cream and it still hurt like insane. And show you the picture of what it looked like exactly after we finished. The shape looked much nicer than it did the first time that I got them done. The shape and everything was just the color. I mean, everything was different than the first time. It was just so different. I was very happy with it. And again, the healing process, again, to start the healing process all over. Again, they were looking very bold, but you know, since I got them done already before, I knew what to expect, so it was different. And she actually told me, because I went in there with my eyebrows. Sorry if you guys see this, I just did a video of this lipstick, and this just does not come off. I tried. So, but just ignore that. Also, she saw me go in like this with my brows. I always color them in. So she said, oh, if this is how you like your brows, I suggest you do something better called shading, which is like they do the microblading, but they also do some shading. So it's like 2-in-1, and I guess your brows will look not just like strokes, but like if you have them colored as well. But she said that would be $100 more, and I had already spent, not that I don't think is worth it, because yes, I believe this is completely worth it, but I just didn't have the extra $100, and I was scared. I already think that they looked really bold, and I was scared like the shading, they were gonna look even more bold when I didn't have any makeup on. So I will show you like in between the days how they started looking, the shape. So happy. When I get ready, my time has completely diminished. When I wake up, I feel so like more confident, so much more confident to have brows on. I mean, look at the difference how my brows look now to, I will show you how my brows looked when I had no brows, when I got my first microblading, and how they look like now. Okay, I will show you each one, and I'm very happy to wake up with brows. I mean, now I'm just hoping that they last at least about, what, a year maybe, because I have oily skin, and as you know, or maybe you don't know, with oily skin, they won't last as long, because again, it pushes like the pigmentation out. But yeah, I'm so happy with the results, but oh my god, it's so painful. So I'm hoping like when I go back maybe in a year and stuff, your cells have renewed like several times. Like she said, if you're younger, they renew faster. If you're older, they take a while longer for your cells to renew. So I'm hoping they will have renewed at least, what, maybe 10 times, and it won't be as painful. So I still fill my brows in. This is how they looked filled in, but this is the shape that she did for me. I'm so happy with them, but just be prepared for the pain. It is extremely painful for a lot of people. I know, maybe for you is a piece of cake. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of people that, you know, their pain tolerance is completely different. But if you look at several videos, it hurts a lot for several of us. So I just wanted to prepare you guys in case you have not gone to a touch up. That is what to expect. The pain is very different because their scar tissue is not like the beginning. They were starting from, the process starts all over. You can get them wet, you can go and get them threaded. Just be prepared, because I saw a lot of videos saying that it hurt, and I was just like, okay, you know, whatever. But I experienced it myself, and it's very painful, so just expect that. But after the procedure was done, basically like 5 minutes later I felt no pain. It's not like you stay on this uncomfortable pain, not at all. Like after the procedure was done, 5 minutes later, that's it, pain was gone. Took way less time than the first time around. I think that's why I was able to tolerate it and just tell her to keep going. But she told me like, oh, you're doing so good, you're doing so good. It is so painful. So yeah guys, that is my update. I'm very happy with my brows. This is what my brows look like now. They're definitely fuller. It's so easy for me to get ready in the morning because I'm just filling in the shape. It's not like I'm trying to create a shape, which I would never be able to get them even ever. Maybe they're not perfectly even now, but just look at the results. So all this pain is worth it. Okay, this is what we do for beauty. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope I was able to help you, and if I did, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, that way you won't miss any of my upcoming videos, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.